2020 has been equal parts extraordinary and unforeseen. We've accomplished quite a lot this year. We've traveled in a pandemic, gone to a wedding in a pandemic, and we've even RV'd across Arizona in a pandemic. This year has held a lot of things for us that we didn't see coming, like purchasing a sailboat and all the fun things that come along with it.
Yeah, check the speakers just in case.
Here are 4 things we didn't know about life on water before owning a sailboat. Number 1, you will still feel the rocking of the ocean's effects days after being on board. We've spent considerable time on the boat now, and even when it's tied up in the slip, your body just starts to adjust to the slight rocking of the boat on the water. That is until you find yourself standing on land and having to actively stop yourself from swaying. Number 2, docking is harder than it looks. I can park a car like nobody's business, but when it comes to docking a boat in a small marina, many more factors come into play. Things get a bit trickier. For instance, we have to time our boat trips to and from the marina based on the water levels. Our boat draws about 6 feet, and it turns out there's quite a bit of mud in our slip when the water is super low, thus preventing us from easily getting back into our slip. Not to mention all the other boats we don't want to hit. And for whatever reason, our boat is just plain old hard to dock.
Get some momentum and you'll be fine.
I guess you can just call us amateurs.
Use the bow.
Number 3, the marina is a very quiet place at night. Probably more so than I thought. In my mind, sailors are these gnarly party people who like to have fun and throw caution to the wind. And in reality, they're just like people you know living land life, except more relaxed. In fact, so relaxed that when the sun goes down, there's hardly any more sound than the boats creaking in the waves and the masts clanging in the wind. And lastly, number 4. Having a child on board a sailboat is easier and harder than I thought. On the one hand, my brain kept telling me the worst case scenarios like, what if my 4-year-old son falls overboard underway or slips between the lifelines into the ocean? And it turns out, while those are realistic fears, they just aren't as likely. But on the other hand, he is much more likely to fall back through the companionway since he's a little clumsy, or to slip on the wet surfaces in and around the boat.
Welcome, mommy down there. Don't worry, Rocky.
He requires constant supervision at his age, a life jacket, and a safe place to put while we were busy. Maybe after a few more years of water under us and a couple nautical miles, our list of firsts will grow. But for now, these simple surprises are enough to ring in 2020 and round out a perfectly imperfect year. What are you eating?
The apple. I take the seeds out.
You took the seeds out, so you're eating the middle of it? Why are you eating the middle of it? That's the core. Sit on your bottom, you're a big boy. And then push off the boat, just like jumping off a slide. There you go. No, you're right there. Go ahead, jump off, it's right there. Jump off, foot on the ground, right there. You see the foot is right there on the ground. Do you like your new life jacket?
I think that's a wag. I think that wag is a yes.
That wag is a yes.
後ろに世界の両手によりストックホルムの東京への郵便機することを選択しましたストックホルムの東京